Care. Care's supposed to be down there right now.
All right. Hey, is there any way you could park like right there?
Mm-hmm.
We came over, let's so gotta chill. Yep. What's up, bro?
How's up, bro?
All right.
What about sweatpants you like anyway?
Yeah, I was maybe though. My daughter 4 now,
Yeah, I just
she
said
tiny.
I just said 4T. He said we ain't got that.
I've been bottom. To the kids. Fuck sweatshirt.
Thank you.
Oh, these. No, I'm trying to change in here. I could change in here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They said they don't know all the way. Hold on.
Go, Albie. What up, Albie?
Yo, what's up, my boy? Yo, that's crazy. We played part 1 together. We played for the Cowboys.
Hey, yo, check this clip real quick.
Louis Boxtruck said Denver, Colorado wants to be.
Good to see you, bro. Congrats.
Right. Shakur. Hey, come on, let us get you over here, bro.
You should be good now. You should be in there for all y'all. Go.
He trying to punch with you too, Manny, so give him some fake.
Yo, this EO.
Leave him alone, Dave! Hey, Dave, leave him alone! Find the right shots, Mansa. You'll see it. Hands up, though. Yup.
Got it.
If you don't take a picture of me, I'm crashing out.
Let's go. Gotta get out now.
I'm happy to be back at the Prudential Center. This is my home. I love it here. Hopefully, my next fight will be here. That's what I want. But I came here to support Lil Manny, and Lil Manny got the job done. Tough fight, close fight, but he pulled it through, and I'm just glad to be here to support him.
You and Tank ever linked up in the ring?
Yeah, we sparred before.
Can we ever expect a fight?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest fights in the world.
No cap.
I feel like how they talking about Earl and Bud Crawford, I feel like me and Tank gonna be basically 2.0 of that.
Yeah.
Probably even bigger than that.
3 people in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that could beat me. Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas cannot touch me at all. They all been in the ring with me. They all been in the ring, and I cracked both of them. I cracked both of them.
I feel you. I told you it's a 50-50 fight.
Ain't no 50-50 fight, nigga. How you gonna keep me up when you ain't got no power?
I was also told that Devin got the best of you in the last sparring session.
Well, you know I sparred him twice.
That's right. And Bill
took him out the ring.
said that?
Almost knocked him out in Floyd Gym. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
I don't know, but I ain't hear that.
Oh, okay. Tell to Devin and his dad to get out my dick. Tell him, be prepared. Because after these first 2 niggas, oh man, I'm coming straight at niggas.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? He don't have no offense. Everything is defense. What has Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He hasn't done nothing. So the young one is looking more better than him.
Fuck no. I ain't never been knocked down a day in my life. I ain't never really been like hurt in no fight. Like far as, cause people took when I said this wrong. Like I got hit with a body shot before that I felt. They could like if you want to call that hurt. But I'm talking about like somebody hit you in the chin with like people say you chinny and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got no chin. I never like felt nothing, no chin shot where I was buzzed or hurt or nothing like that in no fight that I had. So, in sparring, fight, anything. So nah.
How you think the one coming up with
I
Tank?
hope he don't fight Lamar actually. Like I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just gonna look bad on the fight with me. So it's gonna look like somebody else already did it.
You want Tank to knock you out, yo? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I heard him say like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like.
In boxing's most heated rivalries, nothing compares to the explosive tension between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis. This rivalry has created two passionate fan bases who constantly clash on social media, each defending their fighter as the division's true champion. For years, this feud has intensified while boxing analysts and former professionals debate who possesses superior ring skills. What's missing is the official bout where these warriors finally settle the argument inside the squared circle. Unfortunately for fight fans and supporters on both sides, this dream matchup remains distant unless both fighters take control and personally demand the fight.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Recent developments have painted a clearer picture of where this rivalry stands today. Stevenson has climbed the rankings rapidly while facing elite opposition throughout his journey. His victory over William Zapata marked a career-defining moment that established him as a legitimate divisional threat. Following his impressive showing against Teofimo Lopez, Shakur reached new heights in popularity and earned widespread boxing respect. He continues pursuing the sport's biggest names while repeatedly challenging Tank Davis publicly. Meanwhile, Davis has remained inactive for extended periods, disappearing from competition for over a year while handling multiple legal troubles outside the ring. Eddie Hearn, Stevenson's promoter, has dismissed any notion of Tank defeating Shakur, especially after Stevenson captured titles across 4 weight divisions.
What would the next step be for Tank?
I heard they were going to fight Jake Paul. When I see Jake Paul at the event and I see Jake Paul posting from the private jet with a picture of Gervonta Davis.
Slapped it.
Yeah, but they had that for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Because you had to buy it, you had to get it made.
Yeah, but I can't believe that fight was going to happen. But anyway, crazy stuff's happening. Yeah, you got to rematch Lamont Roach. You got to. It'll probably get ordered. That's the reality by the New York State Athletic Commission. But listen, they may have got lucky because the only fight for Tank outside of after Lamont Roach was Shakur Stevenson.
Facts.
Right? Now they've got another opponent that will do well at the gate because of the controversy.
Yep.
And it ain't Shakur Stevenson. I keep telling people Shakur Stevenson beats Tank. You cannot say that Shakur Stevenson would not have beaten Tank last Saturday.
Yeah.
Tank versus Shakur would undoubtedly rank among boxing's most significant fights regardless of the outcome. Fan recently explained why this matchup represents such a crucial opportunity for Stevenson's career development. He advised Davis to move up to 140 pounds and pursue that division's elite fighters since he's exhausted his time at 135. Fan believes certain boxing media voices are steering Stevenson toward 147 pounds instead of fighting Davis, similar to past pressure on Davis to change weight classes, benefiting industry insiders rather than the fighters themselves. Despite Stevenson's achievements, Fan argues he lacks true superstar recognition and views a Davis fight as his only path to becoming boxing's major attraction.
Gervonta needs to go to 140, 147. He's been at 135 too long. He's dominating everybody there. There's no challenges for you there. Come on and go up to 147 pounds. Like I said, that's a system. They are not these people are bought and paid for. We already know that. So the people that they support want Shakur Stevenson to go up to 147 to fight guys like Conor Benn, to fight guys like whoever at 147 pounds, right? But what will that make Shakur? Let's just be real. What does that make Shakur? That is going to make Shakur, basically, he's going to be stuck being an undercard fighter. Like he's been stuck at being an undercard fighter. He didn't get any real momentum off of that fight with Teofimo Lopez. What did he get? He got a bunch of systematic press. People talking about the fight for about a week and how great he is. And after that, it went right back into nobody talking about Shakur. Because Shakur Stevenson he's just not a big star. But he can be a big star if he fights somebody like Gervonta Davis. That's the ticket for him right there. Is the fight between him and the guy that's the most popular guy in that weight class, or anybody below Canelo Alvarez, really. But you know, we live in this era where YouTube channels like The Boxing Voice, like Showbiz the Adult, like these other guys want to prescribe movements for fighters that really don't do anybody any good other than the backers of those.
Hall of Famer Tim Bradley echoes similar sentiments regarding Stevenson's boxing future. Bradley opposes pushing Stevenson up to 147 pounds, which would mark his 4th weight division move. He points to Stevenson's dominant 140-pound performance against Teofimo Lopez as evidence of world-class ability, seeing no reason to move higher before facing serious contenders like Gary Antoine Russell or Dalton Smith. Bradley believes Stevenson has unfinished business at 130 and 135 pounds, specifically mentioning potential fights against Isaac Cruz and Moratala. Before any permanent welterweight move, Bradley wants to see those challenges completed first.
Tim, tell us about Shakur Stevenson. He can't seem to get a fighter to step in the ring with him after his performance with Teofimo Lopez. What do you make of that? What do you think's going on with Shakur Stevenson?
There's fights out there for Shakur. There's fights out there for Shakur. Hell yeah, there's fights out there. He gotta fight him. We gotta go get him. That's it. Look, every fight ain't gotta be a damn home run. Every fight ain't gotta be not a home run, but every fight ain't gotta be like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Super Bowl?
Like the Masters or Super Bowl. Every fight ain't gotta be like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Just stay busy, get better.
Well, you can stay busy and get better, but if you fighting the top guys in the division, that's all that we want to see. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, if you're gonna stay at 140, we want to see you against that Russell guy. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you against Russell. We want to see you against Dalton Smith. We want to see you against that top echelon of that division. If you go to 35, we want to see you against the Moratayas of the world. You know what I'm saying? We want to see
the biggest fights at 147 though. Ryan, Devin.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, but he's not a 147 pounder. He's not. He ain't say, oh, let me go test that 140. No, he said, I'm gonna go to 140 without no tune-ups, and I'm gonna face the best guy there. Right? And he faced Lopez and he demolished him like nothing, right? Yeah. So, like, now y'all want to force him to go up to 47 for what? That's his fourth weight class, dog. His fourth weight class. In a way, it's fourth weight champion too. In a way, ain't going up to 26 yet. In a way, we'll go up there. He handled his business this weekend or next weekend. I'm pretty sure he might go up to 126, right? So the same thing with Shakur. Eventually Shakur will get there, you know, but he got some fights that he can fight at 130 and 135. Shit, I wouldn't mind seeing a Cruz Shakur. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Muratala.
Bradley also weighed in on the potential Stevenson-Davis showdown, calling it boxing's biggest available matchup today. He challenged Tank to accept the Stevenson fight, explaining it would create a massive event capable of capturing worldwide boxing attention. According to Bradley, this matchup contains every element needed for major box office success and would become one of the sport's premier attractions.
Gervonta's at 140, that seems to be the biggest name.
I want Gervonta Davis to step in the ring and face somebody, dog, already, bro. For real.
He'll be back.
Like, oh, I know he coming back, dog. But I'm just saying, like, fight Shakur, bro. Fight Shakur. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fight any of these top guys out there, man. And that's it. Because you can say, oh, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Well, shit, if Shakur ain't fight nobody and Tank ain't fight nobody, why don't they fight each other? If that's how y'all want to put it, fight each other, bro. That will probably be one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. The biggest fight.
Coach Bredman offered his perspective on this potential clash, catching significant attention from boxing enthusiasts. He praised Stevenson highly, explaining that despite the fighters' contrasting styles, Shakur's adaptability and natural confidence make him dangerous for any boxing opponent. Bredman highlighted Stevenson's rope work against Zapata as evidence of strong instincts and ring comfort, though he acknowledged Shakur wouldn't employ identical tactics against Tank's devastating power. He noted both fighters possess extremely high ring intelligence, making their fight a tactical chess match filled with constant adjustments from each corner. Ultimately, Bredman hopes the fight materializes while both remain in their prime, preventing another unsolved mystery in boxing history.
When you hear these things, when you see Shakur in all these different styles, do you look at him any different when it comes down to a Tank Davis fight now?
I think the Tank is a different style than Zapata, but Shakur seems to want to take all the tough smoke, and I think really highly of him as a fighter. You know, he seems to. You can kind of get like the gut feeling that certain guys will fight anybody. And Shakur, even though he hasn't fought the huge names, I get the impression in my guts that he's willing to fight anybody. You know what I mean? He got a real confident way about him, and he got the kind of style where you got to kind of adjust to him. So, you know, I don't think he's going to fight Tank the same way he fought Zepeda, but that's what makes Shakur special, is that he can win fights more than one different way. I always thought Shakur and Tank is a great fight, and I still do. But Shakur seems super confident that he could beat Tank. So the only way to figure that out is if they get in the ring. I think they both special, you know, and unfortunately they haven't fought yet, and they're around the same weight classes. So hopefully we get to see it before somebody loses bad or be past their prime, and then we got to wonder what would have happened if they fought on their best day. I just want to just see the fights. But sometimes, like when you ask a question like that, it's hard to say, because sometimes a fighter instincts let him know what he could do with certain guys and with certain guys he can't do. You know what I mean? It just, like Shakur might say, okay, I'm going to smother Tank power. Or he might say, I'm going to box and I'm going to get on my jab and I'm going to move. I don't know how that works, you know, because his mind and his instincts will let him know what he think he could do. Like the Zepeda fight I was hearing, they was like, get off the ropes, get off the ropes. But he saw it in a way where he's like, I could be on the ropes and counterpunch this guy and get off. So we got to just see. And Tank is the same way. They both got super high IQ. So we got to see how they would deal with each other and what adjustments the corner would make and all that kind of stuff, and then come down the stretch and we just see. I really can't say how he would fight him. I don't think he would fight him like he would fight Shakur, but we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't really know until you get in the ring.
While boxing experts debate who would triumph between Davis and Stevenson, Blue Blood Sports TV's host delivered a reality check about the fight's actual likelihood. He dismissed rumors about Davis preparing a massive offer for Stevenson, calling those reports complete fantasy. He believes Stevenson has surpassed Davis in accomplishments, pointing to his 4-division championship success and future Hall of Fame trajectory. He argued the BBC lacks financial power to present an irrefusable offer, suggesting serious funding would require Turki Alalshik's involvement. He concluded that Stevenson, now a promotional free agent, doesn't need Davis to cement his legacy. While many fans have accepted this fight may never occur due to the challenging stylistic matchup.
At these stages of their career, Shakur Stevenson has surpassed Gervonta Tank Davis. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer right now. He is a 4-division legit champion and should be Olympic gold medalist. And His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has eliminated pay-per-view numbers being needed to pay fighters in A side, B side. He has eliminated that. So they can't make Shakur a massive offer he can't refuse. First of all, the PBC doesn't even have the budget to do so. And they need His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh to put on events, as we see. Now, Top Rank is in trying to bring ESPN back into the picture so they could get back on the market. But they don't have a network. Shakur Stevenson's network promotional free agent, essentially. He works with Jay Prince, but he also has dealings with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. He don't need Gervonta Tank Davis. It's just the fight that we want to see. But these lies that Tank Davis is getting ready to make Shakur Stevenson an offer he can't refuse is just that, a lie. Where would he get the money to offer Shakur Stevenson an offer he can't refuse? It would have to come from Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency. And guess what? Tank ain't offering nothing. That means Turki Al-Sheikh would be making an offer to make the fight happen. So I don't know where this, I do know where these folk lords, these fake these just diabolical, the words I want to use I can't use. But it ain't. Shakur Stevenson has essentially at this point in his career moved past Tank Davis. And the fans and the people have already accepted it ain't happening. They don't like the style matchup, number one.
The debate continues over who would prevail between Stevenson and Tank Davis, as both remain exceptionally talented and perform at elite levels in their careers. While some believe Tank has lost momentum, a major Stevenson fight could thrust him back into the spotlight and remind everyone why he's boxing's biggest name. The question now goes to the fans. Will this massive showdown finally happen within the next 2 years? And if so, who emerges victorious? Share your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future boxing content and analysis.